Good morning, beloved child of God. As the first light of dawn brushes across your room, heaven is already whispering your name with tenderness and purpose. This new morning is not a random turn of time. It is a divine appointment set apart to remind you that even in the waiting, God is still working. Before your mind fills with plans and worries, take a breath and let the silence become holy ground, because in the quiet, God speaks the loudest. You might not see the full picture yet, but as it says in Psalm 37:7, "Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him." These words are not a command to remain motionless, but an invitation to rest in divine rhythm. Sometimes surrender means trusting that delays are disguised directions, and what feels like stillness is actually strategy from heaven. God is preparing the soil of your life for seeds that will only grow in faith's timing. There are mornings when your soul wants to run ahead, when unanswered prayers echo through your chest like hollow rooms. Yet God says, "Stay, my child, for the waiting is sacred." You are not forgotten, not unseen, not behind. Heaven's clock does not tick by seconds, but by seasons, and your season is unfolding even now beneath layers of trust you cannot yet see. Like the rising sun hidden behind clouds, God's faithfulness is constant even when it feels concealed. Maybe you woke up today carrying yesterday's disappointment, wondering why doors remain closed that you prayed would open. But remember what Isaiah 30:18 declares, "The Lord longs to be gracious to you, therefore He will rise up to show you compassion." Even in the waiting, God is longing to bless you, not punish you. Every unanswered prayer is a doorway being carved by grace, and when the moment arrives, it will not just open, it will overflow. This morning is your altar of surrender. Lay down your timeline, your deadlines, your silent expectations that weigh heavier than you admit. Tell God, "I trust your timing more than my understanding," because real peace is not found when things go your way. It's born when you choose faith over control. God's plan may be slow, but it is never uncertain. Child of God, lift your eyes. Look at how the world keeps turning without your striving. The birds still sing, though they don't know the forecast, and the flowers still bloom, though they cannot plan the rain. You too were made to live this way, in rhythm with divine timing. When you surrender your pace to God's pace, you begin to walk, not in anxiety but in alignment. Every waiting season is also a refining one. The longer you wait, the deeper your roots grow, and the stronger your trust becomes. As Romans 8:25 reminds us, if we hope for what we do not see, we wait for it with patience. Waiting is not punishment, it's preparation for the kind of blessing that requires mature faith to carry. Heaven cannot rush what eternity designed to unfold slowly. You may not realize it yet, but even now the Spirit is interceding for you in sighs too deep for words. That restlessness you feel, it's a sign that your spirit is stretching to hold the next miracle. God is teaching you how to breathe again, not through striving but through surrender. This is holy ground, and your morning surrender is worship in its purest form. If this message has touched your heart this morning, pause right now and whisper, "Lord, I surrender my waiting to you." Then write it in the comments below, "God, I trust you even in the waiting." Let's make this our shared declaration today. Tell us what you're believing for so we can pray with you, and come back tomorrow to continue this sacred journey together. Heavenly Father, this morning I come before you not with demands, but with devotion. My hands are open, my heart is tender, and my soul is ready to yield. I lay down every plan that tries to compete with your will, every desire that rushes ahead of your timing, and every fear that whispers that I've been forgotten. Lord, teach me to trust the rhythm of grace. Teach me to rest in your perfect pace, as it says in Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. Father, I surrender this path to you. Straighten what is crooked in my heart. Align my desires with your direction. Where my impatience rises, pour in peace. Where my doubts grow loud, silence them with your truth. Today, Lord, I choose to believe that waiting is not wasted time. It is time wrapped in divine purpose. You are working in places I cannot see, arranging moments I cannot yet touch, and protecting me from what I am not ready to carry. I surrender the need to control outcomes and instead place every expectation into your capable hands. You are not just the God of answers, you are the God of alignment. Sometimes, Father, I confess it feels hard to wait. My human heart wants closure, clarity, and control. But you remind me through Isaiah 40:31 that those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. So this morning I release my exhaustion and receive renewal. Lift me above anxiety. Teach me to soar over worry. Let my soul find stillness in you. Lord, I thank you that even in the silence, you are speaking. Even in delay, you are developing me. Even in what feels like denial, you are delivering me from the lesser to prepare me for the greater. Your promises do not expire because of my impatience. They unfold through my obedience. Help me to wait well, to hope well, and to love well in every in-between season. You see my heart, Father. You know the prayers I have whispered through tears. You know the dreams I have carried quietly while pretending to be strong. This morning, I bring it all to you again. I surrender my dreams, my timing, my outcomes. I surrender my will so that yours can take root. Your will is always wiser, kinder, and more complete than my own. As the morning unfolds, let your spirit go before me. Let your peace guard my emotions and your wisdom guide my choices. Let me not hurry what heaven has not yet released. If you say wait, help me wait with worship. If you say go, help me move with grace. If you say rest, help me rest without guilt. Because my soul belongs to you, Lord, not to the clock. You are my anchor in delay, my light in uncertainty, and my promise in progress. As Psalm 27:14 reminds me, wait for the Lord, be strong, and take heart and wait for the Lord. Today, I take heart again. I let go again. I surrender again, because I know that even when nothing seems to move, you are moving everything toward my good. You are faithful in the waiting, and that is enough for me. Lord, you see every heartbeat that carries the weight of waiting, and you understand the quiet ache that lives behind every smile I wear. Even when I appear calm on the outside, you see the wrestle within, the desire to understand why certain prayers linger unanswered. Teach me to trust that you are not ignoring my cries, but transforming them into something higher than my understanding. As it says in Lamentations 3:25, the Lord is good to those who wait for him, to the soul who seeks it. You are good, Lord, even when life feels slow, even when silence fills the space where answers used to come. There are moments when I feel ready to give up, when it seems as though nothing is changing, but I remind my heart that waiting is not absence, it is preparation. Every delay you design has a divine reason, even if my mind cannot grasp it yet. I believe you are aligning hearts, circumstances, and timing so that everything unfolds in divine order. The waiting room is not empty. It's where you meet me to refine my faith. As I surrender again, I remember that every promise takes time to grow roots before it blooms. Father, I confess that sometimes I want to skip the process and rush to the result. But you, in your mercy, withhold certain things not to harm me but to hold me until I am ready to receive them rightly. You love me too much to let me live unprepared for what I've prayed for. Help me see that your delays are proof of your care, not punishment for my impatience. As Psalm 46:10 reminds me, be still and know that I am God. Stillness is not stagnation, it's spiritual strength disguised as surrender. Lord, I thank you that even when I am unaware, you are protecting me from unseen storms. You are the shepherd who sees danger before I ever sense it, and the Father who redirects me away from harm disguised as opportunity. How many heartbreaks have you spared me from by closing a door I begged you to open? You are my defender, not my denier, and your protection often hides in places I call disappointment. In Isaiah 55:8-9, you remind me my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. Your plans stretch far beyond what my limited vision can see. This morning, Lord, I choose to find comfort in the mystery. I choose to believe that even when I don't understand, I am still understood. You are the author of my story, and you never lose control of the plot. When life pauses, it's not because you've stopped writing, it's because you're adding depth to the next chapter. As I wait, let me grow wiser, softer, stronger, and more patient in the process, knowing that every divine promise requires divine pacing. There's a peace that only comes through letting go, and this morning, I open my hands to receive it. I release the heavy how and the anxious when, and I embrace the holy who, you, my faithful Father. Waiting becomes worship when I see it through heaven's eyes. You are not late, you are intentional. In Ecclesiastes 3:11, it says he has made everything beautiful in its time. So I surrender the need to rush beauty that is still being formed. When fear whispers that I've missed my chance, remind me, Lord, that with you nothing truly missed is ever lost. You redeem every delay and restore every moment the enemy tries to steal. You are the redeemer of time, the restorer of paths, and the rebuilder of what seemed ruined. Teach me to rest in your redemptive rhythm instead of my restless reasoning, for even my detours are divine in your hands, for you turn everything toward good for those who love you. Lord, this morning I lift up every heart that feels weary from waiting, those who feel forgotten, overlooked, or unseen. Touch them right now with the assurance that your silence is never abandonment. Wrap their hearts with peace that surpasses understanding. Let them know they are right on schedule, according to your plan, not behind or delayed. As Habakkuk 2:3 says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. Your promises never expire. When I think of those who waited before me, Abraham, Sarah, Joseph, Hannah, David, I realize that waiting has always been part of your masterpiece. You shaped their faith through years of unanswered prayers so they could hold greater blessings with gratitude. So if you made them wait, I will not despair in mine. Because waiting is not wasted when you are the one who's worth waiting for. I will hold fast to the truth that you are preparing me for a blessing that won't break me. Father, I ask that you turn my waiting into wisdom. Let my patience become prophetic, teaching me to see beyond this moment and recognize the fingerprints of heaven in every delay. Transform frustration into faith and disappointment into discipline. Help me to wait not with anxiety but with anticipation, because every season of stillness is secretly saturated with seeds of divine timing. Let this morning become a sacred reminder that waiting is not punishment, it's partnership. You're not withholding the answer, you're inviting me to walk closer while I wait. Every prayer I whisper strengthens my connection to you. Every moment I choose trust over fear deepens our bond. You are not silent, you are strategic. You are not far, you are forming something eternal in me. Even when tears fall, Lord, I trust they are watering tomorrow's joy. The same hands that hold the stars are holding my story. You will not abandon the work of your hands. As Psalm 138:8 says, the Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. Your steadfast love endures forever. My waiting is safe in your hands because your love is constant and your plans are sure. Lord, renew in me the courage to stay when my flesh wants to flee, to rest when my mind wants to rush, to listen when I want to complain. I want to move with your spirit, not ahead of it. I surrender this morning, this heart, and this hope into your care again. Let my worship rise from trust, not from results. Let my faith rest, not in timing, but in your timeless goodness. Sometimes I imagine you sitting beside me in the silence, smiling gently, waiting for me to stop striving so I can finally hear you whisper, I am still here. That whisper is enough to still my storms. That truth is enough to bring me peace. Because when I remember you are with me, the waiting no longer feels like a void. It feels like a conversation. And even in silence, you are speaking grace. Let my waiting become a witness, Lord. Let others see in me a peace that can't be explained, a patience that can't be shaken, and a hope that can't be stolen. Use my stillness to show your strength. Let my life preach that you are worth the wait. As I wait, I will worship. As I pause, I will praise. As I surrender, I will see your glory. Father, I thank you for every unseen movement, every answered prayer in progress, every blessing that's already on its way. Help me live today with quiet confidence that heaven is ahead of schedule and I am safe in your timing. Nothing you plan can ever be delayed beyond its divine hour. I choose peace over panic, trust over tension, and surrender over control. My morning is yours, my heart is yours, my time is yours forever. Lord, this morning I come again to the altar of surrender, where I trade my anxious questions for your calming answers. Every morning light that touches my face is a reminder that you are not finished with me yet. Even in the waiting, you are shaping my spirit, chiseling away my fear, and refining my patience into wisdom. The world may measure success by speed, but you measure faith by stillness. As Isaiah 64:4 says, "No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who wait for him." Teach me, Father, that waiting is not about time, it's about transformation. It's about who I become while I trust you. Waiting breaks my dependence on outcomes and deepens my devotion to you. It is the holy furnace where my self-will burns away and your will emerges brighter. I surrender to this holy shaping, knowing you are perfecting me, not punishing me. When I am tempted to compare my journey with others, remind me that my story has a divine timeline that no one else can follow. Comparison is the thief of peace, but contentment is the companion of faith. You did not design my destiny to look like anyone else's, because you love me too uniquely to copy another's path. Help me celebrate others while waiting for my own breakthrough. As Galatians 6:9 teaches, let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not give up. Sometimes, Lord, I feel like a seed buried deep in the soil, forgotten, unseen, and covered by darkness. But seeds are not buried to die, they are buried to grow. The same soil that feels heavy is the same soil that nourishes me. You're using the hidden season to prepare me for public fruitfulness. The waiting season, though quiet, is sacred ground where destiny takes root. Father, thank you for being the God who works while I rest. You never sleep, you never forget, and you never misplace a single tear I've cried. Even when I don't feel progress, heaven is moving mountains in silence. You are arranging divine meetings, preparing hearts, and aligning miracles I cannot yet perceive. As Psalm 21:4 declares, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. When doubt tries to whisper that nothing is happening, let faith shout louder that everything is happening according to your plan. My faith doesn't rest on what I see, it rests on who you are. You are my stability in uncertainty and my light in waiting. You hold my future, my fears, and my fulfillment in your capable hands. I surrender the outcome because I trust the author. Even when I don't understand, I will praise you. Even when I don't feel it, I will believe you. Because faith isn't about feelings, it's about choosing to stay when it would be easier to flee. The waiting season becomes beautiful when I stop asking, when will it end, and start asking, what are you teaching me here? As James 1:4 says, let patience have its perfect work, that you may be mature and complete, lacking nothing. This morning, Lord, I lift up every weary heart, every discouraged soul that feels unseen. Let them know that you are not absent in the silence, but present in the pause. Breathe courage into their bones. Remind them that waiting is the cradle of miracles. Let them sense your nearness more deeply today than ever before. You are not the God of delay. You are the God of divine timing. I surrender my impatience and ask for holy endurance, the kind that doesn't just survive the waiting, but grows stronger within it. Let my heart stop racing toward outcomes and start resting in obedience. Your will is better than my wishes, and your way is always worth the wait. As Psalm 135 reminds me, I wait for the Lord, my soul waits, and in his word I put my hope. Lord, help me find beauty in the in-between. Help me stop seeing the waiting as wasted time, but as sacred space. Teach me to hear your whispers between my sighs, to recognize your fingerprints on unfinished pages. Waiting is not the absence of movement, it's the presence of preparation. You are crafting blessings that fit perfectly, not hurriedly. Let me remember the stories of those who waited well, like Joseph, who trusted in prison, or Hannah, who prayed through years of tears. They didn't see delay as denial, they saw it as development. You rewarded their faith, not their frustration. Help me walk in that same trust, knowing you are faithful from beginning to end. As Hebrews 10:36 says, you need to persevere so that when you have done the will of God, you will receive what he has promised. Lord, there's something holy about the morning light. It reminds me that endings are really beginnings in disguise. You turn nights of confusion into mornings of clarity. You turn silence into songs of joy. You take what looks still and infuse it with hidden movement. Every sunrise preaches your faithfulness louder than words ever could. I surrender this day to you, Father. Every appointment, every conversation, every unseen test. I surrender my plans, that you may replace them with purpose. I surrender my words, that they may speak life. I surrender my waiting, that it may worship you even before the miracle arrives. When my heart grows restless, remind me that waiting on you is never wasted. I would rather be delayed in your will than early outside of it. Every moment in your presence refines my spirit and renews my hope. Your timing is perfect because it is born out of love, not logic. In 2 Peter 3:9 you assure us, the Lord is not slow in keeping his promise, as some understand slowness, but is patient with you. Lord, I want to walk in rhythm with heaven. Help me to trust the pauses as much as the progress. Let me not despise small beginnings or unseen steps. Every waiting moment is a brushstroke in your masterpiece. And even if I don't see the whole painting yet, I will still trust the artist. I lay down the weight of needing answers today. I lift my eyes to you and choose trust again. You are not just in the result, you are in the refining. You are not just the God of arrivals, you are the God of the journey. And even in the waiting, I will sing because you are worthy. You have been faithful before, and you will be faithful again. The same God who carried me yesterday will not abandon me today. You have never broken a promise, and you will not start now. My waiting may feel long, but eternity is already at work within it. You are my beginning, my middle, and my beautiful end. As the sun climbs higher this morning, let my faith rise with it. Let my surrender become strength, and my patience become praise. Let this moment of stillness remind me that you are near, and nothing in my life is out of your control. I will rest in the truth that every delay is divine, every silence sacred, and every second of waiting soaked in your love. I surrender this morning completely into your hands, knowing that what you hold will never fall apart. Lord, in the stillness of this morning, I bow my heart before you once again, knowing that even when my eyes cannot trace your hand, my soul can still trust your heart. Every breath I take today is a quiet reminder that you are sustaining me, shaping me, and guiding me through seasons that are not meant to break me, but build me. You are teaching me that surrender is not weakness, it is wisdom, the divine choice to exchange my limited view for your eternal vision. Every waiting moment becomes a sacred act of worship when I let go and allow you to lead. As Psalm 62:5 declares, my soul waits silently for God alone, for my expectation is from him. Father, I confess that my humanity often grows restless in silence. Yet your spirit whispers that miracles grow best in quiet places. You are not absent in my pause. You are present in every breath I draw as I wait. The waiting is not empty. It is full of unseen movement, of grace stretching its wings behind the veil of time. You are rearranging things I cannot perceive, and your stillness is not neglect, but divine precision. I choose to rest in that assurance even when my emotions disagree. Every story of faith has a waiting room, and I am learning to find peace in mine. Abraham waited decades for a promise. Joseph waited in prison for purpose, and David waited in fields for his crown. None of them were forgotten. All of them were being formed. Their waiting was not punishment. It was preparation for greatness. So if you make me wait, it means you are making me ready, and readiness is always worth the delay. Lord, you know how my mind longs for control, how it seeks to plan every outcome. Yet control is an illusion that keeps me from the freedom of surrender. Today I release the pen I've been clutching and hand you back the story. You were always meant to write. You write with wisdom, with mercy, and with perfect pacing. I trust that what you author for me will never contradict the goodness of who you are. Let this morning be marked by a peace that transcends understanding, a peace that doesn't depend on answers, but on awareness. Awareness that you are here, awareness that you are good, awareness that waiting is not wasted when you are involved. I don't want to rush through what you are revealing slowly. I don't want to miss what you are molding in me while I wait. Teach me to find beauty in being still. There is a rhythm to divine timing that my human heart must learn to dance to. Sometimes it is slow, sometimes it pauses entirely, but it is always purposeful. You are orchestrating melodies I cannot yet hear, weaving harmonies between moments that seem disconnected. Every delay is a note in a greater song of destiny, and I will not interrupt its beauty by forcing my own tempo. As Psalm 41 says, I waited patiently for the Lord. He turned to me and heard my cry. Father, help me to see waiting not as an interruption, but as intimacy. You use silence to draw me closer, to teach me to listen rather than speak, to trust rather than strive. The waiting room becomes the secret place where you shape my spirit and stretch my faith. You replace my restlessness with reverence, my questions with quiet worship, and when you finally move, it will not only bless me, it will bless those watching me trust you. Sometimes I wonder how much I've missed by rushing ahead of you, Lord. How many blessings I've outrun, how many lessons I've left behind in my hurry to arrive. But even in my haste, you are merciful, always waiting for me to return to stillness. You never shame me for running ahead. You gently call me back to walk beside you, and every step I slow down becomes a step closer to divine peace. Lord, this waiting is teaching me to appreciate small beginnings again, to notice how faith grows, not in leaps, but in layers, not in moments, but in mornings like this. Each sunrise reminds me that progress is happening even when it's unseen. The world does not stop spinning when I cannot feel movement. Neither do your promises. You are faithful in the unseen hours. Let my faith rise higher than my frustration today. Let my hope burn brighter than my doubts. Let my patience become praise in disguise. Even when I feel like I'm standing still, remind me that the Spirit within me is advancing heaven's purpose. As Romans 12:12 reminds me, be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. You have promised that those who trust you will never be put to shame, and I hold on to that truth tightly this morning. Shame whispers that I should be further by now, but grace reminds me I am right on time in your hands. You measure success by surrender, not speed. You bless obedience, not outcomes. So I will remain faithful, even in the waiting. Lord, I lift every dream that has been delayed, every door that remains closed, every plan that hasn't yet unfolded. You see what I can't. You know what I need. You are protecting me from what I thought I wanted and preparing me for what I truly need. You never withhold anything that would draw me closer to you. Even when I don't understand the reason for the waiting, I will still raise my hands in worship, because worship reminds my soul that you are still on the throne. You are not bound by time, and nothing can interrupt your purpose. Waiting with you is never wasted. It's sacred partnership. As Psalm 27:13-14 says, I remain confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. When fear tries to whisper that I've missed my moment, remind me that you are the God who redeems time. You make up for lost seasons by multiplying fruit in the right one. You turn late into on time and forgotten into favored. You are never early, but you are never late. Your clock is the only one I can trust. Father, I surrender, not just the waiting, but who I am becoming within it. Mold my heart to reflect your patience, my words to mirror your kindness, my thoughts to echo your peace. Let this season of stillness deepen my intimacy with you. Waiting isn't about what I'm waiting for, it's about who I'm waiting with. There's something powerful about surrendering in the morning light. It resets my soul and reminds me who's in control. I no longer need to force doors open when I trust the one who holds the keys. You are not withholding anything good from me. You are holding it until I am ready. That truth alone gives me peace, purpose, and power to keep believing. I rest my spirit on the certainty of your goodness. Lord, help me to see this morning not as another delay, but as another invitation. An invitation to worship while I wait, to love while I linger, to grow while I'm grounded. Waiting is not passive, it's active faith in motion. You are the center of every pause, and even my stillness is filled with your movement. So today I will not resist the rhythm of heaven. I will not panic in pause or despair in delay. I will breathe deeply and trust fully, because this moment, this quiet, sacred waiting moment, is holy. And wherever you are, even the waiting becomes a blessing. Lord, as this morning light spills gently across the horizon, I feel your invitation to breathe slower, to trust deeper, and to stop fighting the pace of heaven. I realize that surrender is not the absence of desire, but the alignment of desire with your divine design. Every sunrise reminds me that you are renewing not just the earth, but my soul. The same God who commands the dawn also commands my destiny. As Psalm 43:8 says, let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you. There are moments, Father, when I ache for answers, when the silence feels heavier than words. But you remind me that sometimes your greatest answers are not spoken, they are shaped within me. Waiting is the sacred classroom where you teach my soul to listen, where patience becomes prayer and surrender becomes strength. You are not delaying my life. You are developing my faith, and that faith will carry me further than any shortcut ever could. Every heartache I have endured in the waiting has become a seed of empathy, planted deep within me for others who wait too. You are teaching me that my waiting is not just for me, it is for the ministry that will be born from it. I will comfort others with the same comfort you have poured into me. My testimony is still being written, but even now it is preaching hope. As 2 Corinthians 1:4 reminds me, he comforts us in all our troubles, so that we can comfort those in any trouble. Lord, you see the restlessness that hides behind my routines, the questions I don't say aloud, the timelines I secretly try to control. You know how hard it is to let go of what I thought should have happened by now. But you whisper again, my child, I am not behind schedule. I am right on time. Help me to live like I believe that. Help me to walk with peace, not pressure. Every day that feels slow is still sacred, because you are in it. Waiting is not wasted when you are the one sustaining it. My days are not empty. They are pregnant with purpose, filled with your unseen presence moving in the background. You are the quiet architect of my breakthrough, and even when I can't trace the blueprint, I trust the builder. I release my need to know when and choose instead to know who. Lord, this morning I want to worship you, not for what I'm waiting for, but for who you already are. You are the God who provides even before I ask, the Father who holds me even when I doubt. You are the one who turns wilderness into wisdom, who transforms delay into destiny. My soul rests in your sovereignty because I know nothing good escapes your hands. As Psalm 37:23 says, "The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delights in his way." Sometimes, waiting reveals what I've been clinging to too tightly. It exposes the idols of timing, control, and human validation that silently steal my peace. But you, Lord, gently dismantle them, not to hurt me but to heal me. You teach me that surrender is not losing, it's choosing love over fear. And the freedom that follows is worth every moment of letting go. Father, you are the master of divine timing, the keeper of all perfect moments. You never waste a tear, never overlook a prayer, never misplace a promise. What I think is taking too long is often arriving right on schedule in the unseen realm. You are aligning hearts, places, and opportunities to intersect in ways I could never orchestrate. My only task is to trust and remain faithful in the waiting. There are mornings when the silence feels thick, but I will no longer confuse it with absence. Silence is the space where you speak without words, where my spirit learns to hear what my ears cannot. It's where I discover that your presence isn't always loud, it's steady, constant, and near. In stillness, you remind me that faith isn't about sight, it's about surrender. You are teaching me to find you not in outcomes but in obedience. When I think about all the ways you've been faithful before, it strengthens me to wait with hope again. You've never once failed to fulfill what you've spoken. Even when I thought you were late, you were simply layering miracles beneath my impatience. You've been writing beauty from ashes long before I learned to trust the process, and I know you're doing it again right now. Lord, I choose to stop measuring my worth by how much I achieve and start resting in who I am, in you. Waiting strips away the noise that distracts from that truth. It reminds me that my identity is not found in progress, but in presence, in your presence. You are enough. You are the peace between the pauses, the purpose between the prayers, and the promise that never fades. Help me today to slow down enough to recognize your fingerprints on the ordinary, to see you in the sunlight on the window, in the breath between thoughts, in the moments I usually overlook. Life is not waiting to begin. It's happening right now in every surrendered breath. The waiting is holy because you are holy and you dwell here with me. As Psalm 46:10 reminds me once more, be still and know that I am God. There is something powerful about trusting you without proof, about believing you even when nothing changes. That's when faith matures. It's not fed by signs, but sustained by surrender. You are not testing me to break me. You are training me to reign with you, and this season of waiting will one day become my greatest testimony. The very thing that tried to weary me will end up worshiping you. Lord, may my patience preach louder than my plans. Let my peace become a message to those who panic. May my calmness point to your control. Let my quiet confidence reveal that I am not waiting on life, I am waiting on the Lord. And those who wait on you will never walk away empty-handed. Every delay is a divine conversation between heaven and my destiny. You are not stalling, you are strategizing. You are teaching me that blessings are not microwaved. They are marinated in time, soaked in grace, and served in purpose. I would rather wait years in your will than move minutes outside of it, because one moment of your favor can redeem a lifetime of delay. Even as I surrender this morning again, I can sense your nearness in the quiet rhythm of my breath. You are here, not just at the destination, but in the middle of the road. You are walking with me, whispering truth between my steps, reminding me that this pace is holy, and even if I don't see the finish line yet, I know you are the way itself. My soul rests in that assurance. So Lord, let this waiting become worship. Let this season become sacred ground. Let this surrender become the song of my soul. You are worth the wait. You are worthy of the pause, and you are wonderful even in the silence. I will keep trusting, keep believing, and keep walking, because I know every delay still leads me closer to you. Lord, as this new day unfolds, I lift my eyes toward the sky that you painted with purpose and promise. The gentle hues of dawn remind me that every morning is mercy renewed, and every breath is proof that you are not finished with me. Even in seasons where I feel suspended between prayers and answers, you are still in control of every heartbeat and horizon. Waiting no longer feels like delay. It feels like divine choreography. As Psalm 5:3 says, "In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my requests before you and wait expectant." Father, you are teaching me that expectation without impatience is worship in its purest form. To wait expectantly is not to doubt you, but to prepare room for your presence. Each sunrise becomes a rehearsal for answered prayers, yet unseen, and my soul learns to sing even before the miracle arrives. You have promised that hope will not disappoint, and that alone makes this moment holy. My surrender this morning is not passive. It is powerful trust in motion. There are times when my heart aches to move faster, to see results, to hold what I've been praying for. But you whisper to my soul, child, blessings that last require patience that endures. You are building foundations, not quick fixes. You are crafting legacies, not temporary relief. I surrender my timeline again, because I'd rather walk slowly with you than rush ahead without you. Waiting with you is safer than winning without you. Lord, I thank you for the sacred patience you are developing within me. You are turning my sighs into songs and my waiting into worship. Every moment of uncertainty becomes a doorway to deeper intimacy with you. You don't waste even a second of surrender. You weave them into strength. As Psalm 27:14 reminds me, wait for the Lord, be strong, and take heart, and wait for the Lord. Father, I surrender the pressure to have everything figured out. The world teaches speed, but you teach stillness. The world praises outcomes, but you praise obedience. You're not asking me to understand everything. You're asking me to trust you through everything. And so I lay down my questions and pick up peace instead. Even when I feel forgotten, I will remind myself that you are the God who remembers every detail of my life. My name is written on the palm of your hand. My tears are recorded in your book, and my faith, though fragile, is precious in your sight. You've carried me through too much for me to doubt you now. I've seen you turn waiting into wonder before, and you will do it again. My story will once more testify to your perfect timing. Lord, I choose to stay still in the middle of what I don't understand, because stillness allows me to feel your heartbeat next to mine. I will not rush what you are still refining, nor will I complain about what you are still constructing. You are shaping me into someone who can carry blessing with humility and peace. You delay nothing that's ready and withhold nothing that's meant for me. You are faithful even when I am fearful. Sometimes, Father, I think of Jesus waiting in the garden, how he surrendered fully, saying, "Not my will, but yours be done." That moment of holy submission changed all of history. If the Son of God could surrender, then I too can yield my desires at your feet. Surrender is not loss. It is alignment with divine purpose. And in that alignment, my spirit finds rest again. Waiting becomes sacred when I remember that you are not just preparing blessings for me, you are preparing me for blessings. The version of me that entered the waiting season is not the same one that will leave it. I am learning to love with more compassion, to walk with more peace, to trust with less fear. Your delays are developing my depth. As James 1:12 says, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life." Lord, help me to see patience as power, not punishment. The ability to wait with grace is a spiritual muscle that heaven strengthens through time. You are not breaking me. You are building endurance that will anchor me in future storms. I don't need to be in control when I am held by the one who governs all creation. So this morning I let go again. Even in the waiting, you continue to bless me quietly, gently, faithfully. You give me strength I didn't know I had, peace I didn't think I could keep, and hope that refuses to die. You have not left me. You have led me into deeper places of trust. Waiting is simply the hallway between prayer and promise, and you walk with me through every step. I will hold your hand through the silence. Father, this waiting season has stripped away what is unnecessary and revealed what is eternal. It has shown me that my joy was never meant to come from outcomes, but from intimacy with you. I no longer crave instant answers. I crave your abiding presence. You have become my portion, my peace, and my purpose all at once. As Psalm 73:26 says, "My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." You are not in a hurry because you are eternal. Every delay is only temporary from heaven's point of view. While I am pacing in worry, you are pacing in wisdom. What I call late, you call right on time. And one day, I will look back and thank you for every moment I thought you were still. Lord, I ask that you would bless this morning with reminders of your presence. Let my thoughts settle into stillness and my heart exhale into trust. Let me see miracles in the mundane and peace in the pauses. Waiting is no longer a burden when I realize you are waiting with me. I am never alone in this in-between. Thank you, Father, that I don't have to carry the weight of tomorrow. You've already gone ahead into every moment I worry about. You've already written endings that will outshine every anxious beginning. You're not asking me to fix anything today. You're asking me to rest in the fact that you've already fixed everything in your timing. I surrender again with open hands and a steady heart. Let this waiting season become a sanctuary where faith matures and fear dissolves. Let it be the soil where new peace grows and old doubt dies. Let it be the space where I meet you again, not for answers but for awareness. You are the same yesterday, today and forever. And that alone is enough to keep my hope alive. My soul is safe within your timeline. So I will wait on you, not with worry, but with worship. I will let each sunrise remind me that patience is a form of praise. The more I wait, the more I trust. The more I trust, the more I see your fingerprints in my life. The waiting is not over yet, but neither is your work in me. And for that I give you glory this morning and always. Lord, this morning I awaken once again to the quiet hum of your faithfulness surrounding me, unseen but unmistakable. Every gentle breeze that passes through my window feels like a whisper of reassurance from your spirit, reminding me that I am never out of sight, never out of reach. The waiting season stretches long, yet it has become a sacred classroom where my soul learns the language of heaven, trust, patience, and praise. Even the silence sings when I listen with faith instead of fear. As Isaiah 26:3 says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you." You are teaching me that perfect peace does not come when life makes sense. It comes when I rest in your sovereignty even when it doesn't. You are not a distant God observing from afar. You are an intimate Father, walking beside me in every delay. Every closed door, every pause, every unanswered prayer is still wrapped in your love. You are not punishing me. You are protecting me from lesser paths. I can now see that the waiting is not just what you do, it's how you draw me closer. Father, I surrender the fear that whispers I'm falling behind. Because how can I be behind when I'm walking with the one who holds time in his hands? You are not slow. You are strategic. You are not silent. You are setting the stage. What I call delay, you call design. And what I call waiting, you call weaving. My soul rests in that revelation, trusting that divine timing never arrives empty. Lord, sometimes I feel like I'm standing on holy ground that looks like disappointment. But beneath the dust of waiting, you are planting unseen miracles. Each tear becomes a drop of water that nourishes tomorrow's joy, and each sigh becomes incense that rises to heaven. I'm learning that you hear even the prayers I don't know how to say. You are closer in the waiting than you've ever been in the winning. You remind me through Romans 8:28 that all things work together for the good of those who love God. That includes the waiting seasons, the quiet seasons, the confusing seasons. You never waste a moment that draws me deeper into dependence on you. My strength is not found in movement, but in remaining. Remaining in prayer, remaining in peace, remaining in your promises that never return void. When my faith feels thin and my hope feels heavy, you meet me in the middle with mercy. You don't shame me for being weary. You strengthen me in my weakness. Your love becomes the pillow my soul rests on when I cannot stand on my own. Every waiting season becomes a story of how your grace held me together. When everything else was falling apart, I am still here, only because you never let go. Lord, I want to be patient. Not just because I have to, but because I get to trust you more deeply in the process. Waiting is the divine invitation to know you beyond miracles, to know your character, not just your gifts. You don't just want to bless me, you want to build me. And sometimes building takes longer, because you are laying foundations that won't crumble under pressure. You are the wise architect of my future, and I trust the slow construction of your plans. Every sunrise feels like a promise whispered over my weary heart. You are not done. You are doing something divine. The night always ends, and the dawn always returns, and so does your faithfulness. There has never been a morning when grace failed to arrive. Even when the waiting stretches, your mercy remains new, and my soul finds stability in knowing that you never change. When my heart feels heavy with longing, help me to replace anxiety with adoration, to stop asking how long, and start asking what are you teaching me here. The waiting transforms when I shift my focus from what I want to who you are. You are the fulfillment of every desire my heart cannot name. You are not withholding my answer. You are becoming my answer. Lord, I thank you that patience isn't passive, it's powerful. It is the proof that I trust you even when you don't perform on my timeline. It is the seed of maturity that blooms into faith, unshakable by delay. Waiting develops a strength that rushing could never give. It is the evidence that I'm learning to rely on your word more than my will. As Philippians 1:6 says, he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. You never start what you won't finish. Even the waiting is part of your completion process. I am the clay, you are the potter, and this time of stillness is when your hands shape me most deeply. Every delay is a divine touch forming me into purpose. When I feel unseen, I will remember that hidden seasons are holy seasons. You do your greatest work away from the crowds, in the quiet corners of surrendered hearts. You prune me privately to prepare me publicly. Every unseen day counts in eternity's design. I am not forgotten. I am being formed. Lord, give me eyes to see that waiting is worship, to know that every pause is permission to praise you more, to understand that my silence doesn't mean you've stopped listening. It means you're still leading. Every time I whisper, I trust you, the heavens move on my behalf. Even stillness has sound when faith speaks softly. I surrender again this morning, not because I've given up, but because I've grown up. I'm learning that surrender is not weakness, it's wisdom. I can rest because you are working, and I can wait because you are trustworthy. My peace no longer depends on answers. It depends on awareness that you are God, and that's enough for me. Let my heart not just endure this waiting, but embrace it as holy ground. Let me dance slowly to the rhythm of heaven's timing. Let me breathe deeply, knowing that delay is not denial, it's development. Let my worship rise higher than my worry, because you are worthy, even here, even now, even in the pause. Lord, help me to remind others who wait beside me that you are worth every moment of trust. Let my faith story inspire those who are still trembling in uncertainty. Let my patience become a sermon of steadfastness. If they see me waiting with joy, may they see you through me. Waiting becomes powerful when it becomes shared worship. So I rest again in your unhurried grace, Father. I rest in knowing that you do not rush the righteous and you never abandon the faithful. Every prayer is still alive in heaven, every promise still on its way, every delay still drenched in purpose. I will not faint in the hallway between prayer and fulfillment, because your presence turns the hallway into home. I wait with hope, because hope in you never disappoints. Lord, as the morning sun stretches across the earth, I feel your mercy covering me like light itself, warm and constant even when clouds of uncertainty pass overhead. Each sunrise preaches the same sermon of grace, that waiting does not mean forsaken, and that delay does not mean denial. You have not forgotten me, you are perfecting what you promised. Every pause carries a pulse of purpose beneath it. Every still hour is stitched with heaven's design. As Psalm 136 says, my soul waits for the Lord more than watchmen wait for the morning. Father, I surrender the urge to hurry, because hurry has never brought me holiness. I have learned that what grows too fast rarely lasts, and what you grow slowly is always steady and strong. You are teaching me to walk instead of run, to breathe instead of beg, to rest instead of reach. I am discovering that patience is not punishment, but participation in your rhythm. You are the Lord of timing, and time itself bows to you. Even in silence, you are speaking through signs that only still hearts can hear. A gentle thought, a verse remembered, a peace that makes no sense. All of them are whispers from your spirit, saying, I am here. When fear tells me nothing is happening, faith reminds me that you never stop working. You are the unseen motion behind every miracle and the calm within every chaos. My waiting is holy because you are within. When I think of those who waited before me, Abraham for a son, Joseph for freedom, Ruth for redemption, I see that their patience became their pathway to promise. Waiting did not make them weaker, it made them worthy to carry the blessing. Their stories remind me that trust grows best in darkness, where roots stretch unseen. You are writing the same kind of strength into my soul right now, and I will praise you before I see the proof. Lord, you have shown me that surrender is not giving up, but giving over. When I release what I cannot control, I make room for what you can. Your plans have never failed, and your timing has never missed its mark. I may not know the when, but I know the who, and that is enough to rest today. As Psalm 37:7 teaches, be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Father, I thank you that you care about every detail, the unspoken prayers, the quiet tears, the hopes I barely dare to voice. Nothing escapes your notice, and nothing is wasted in your process. You are the keeper of promises and the healer of delays. Even what feels like loss will one day reveal itself as preparation. You redeem both the moments I celebrate and the ones I question. When doubt rises like fog, let your word become my sunrise. Clear my vision with truth, anchor my heart with peace, and remind me that hope is a discipline, not an emotion. I will not wait with worry. I will wait with worship. I will fill the silence with gratitude instead of grumbling, because gratitude turns every delay into divine dialogue. Lord, today I choose to believe that I am exactly where I need to be to receive what you are preparing. I no longer chase signs, I chase intimacy with you. The closer I walk with you, the less I need to understand. You are enough for my heart to rest, my mind to quiet, and my spirit to sing. Waiting is not the absence of movement, it's the assurance of direction. When I lay down impatience, I pick up peace, and peace always points me back to your presence. You have written every page of my story with care, even the ones that feel unfinished. The waiting chapters are not empty. They are evidence of your craftsmanship. You are turning uncertainty into wisdom and silence into strength. And I will praise you, not when it's over, but while I'm still here. Lord, you promise in Habakkuk 2:3, the vision is for an appointed time, though it delay, wait for it will surely come. That verse has become my heartbeat, a rhythm of reassurance that keeps me anchored when days stretch long. What you have spoken will stand, and what you have begun will be completed. You are faithful beyond feeling and consistent beyond circumstance. I can rest knowing my future is already finished in your hand. So this morning, I breathe deeply and release control again. I stop striving for clarity and start trusting in connection. I don't need to see the path when I know the shepherd. Your love has led me through every valley, and it will lead me into every promise. Waiting is no longer something I endure, it's something I worship through. Lord, let others see in me a quiet faith that speaks louder than rushing ever could. Let my peace become testimony, my patience become a mirror of your presence. Use my waiting to strengthen those who are still learning to trust you. Let them see that surrender is not the end of movement, it's the beginning of miracles. Because you work most beautifully in hearts that refuse to hurry you. I thank you, Father, for this morning, for this moment, for this holy pause. Everything I have, everything I am, and everything I wait for belongs to you. You will never abandon what you begin, and you will never waste what I give back to you in faith. So I surrender this day, this dream, and this delay into your perfect timing, and I choose joy while I wait. Lord, as the light of this morning reaches its fullness, I pause to realize how much you've carried me through. The moments I thought were delays were really designs, and the times I felt forgotten were moments you were forming me in love. You've turned my waiting into wisdom and my worry into worship. Each sunrise now feels like a reminder that your mercy never missed a day. As Lamentations 3:22-3 says, because of the Lord's great love we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail, they are new every morning. Father, I have learned that surrender does not mean I stop dreaming. It means I stop dictating. I can rest in your plan, because I know your heart. You never withhold out of cruelty, but out of care. And even silence has purpose when it comes from you. Waiting has taught me to love the process, not just the promise. You are both my destination and my companion on the way. There is a beauty in letting go that I never understood before. Letting go is how I make space for what is divine, how I give you permission to move freely in my life. I am no longer fighting for my own outcome. I am resting in yours. I release the grip of control that fear taught me to hold, because your will, Lord, is not just good. It's better than I could ever imagine. Every unanswered prayer now feels less like absence and more like incubation. You have been building strength in my silence, teaching me endurance in uncertainty and faithfulness in the fog. You have shown me that miracles rarely happen in haste. They bloom through patience. What you are forming within me is far greater than what I was chasing. I trust that what's coming will not just bless me, it will glorify you. Father, I thank you that every delay has been a doorway to deeper devotion. You used waiting to peel back every layer of self-sufficiency until all that was left was surrender. And in that surrender, I found you waiting for me all along. You were never late. I was just learning to slow down enough to see you. You are the blessing beyond every blessing. There's a peace that comes when I stop asking why and start whispering yes. My yes this morning is holy. It's not made of resignation, but revelation. I finally understand that you've been using time to train my trust. You are not making me wait for punishment, but for preparation. Waiting is how you ready me for the weight of glory that's ahead. Lord, I no longer fear slow seasons, because even in the slow, you are steady, and steady is how you build eternal things. You're not molding convenience, you're creating character. I see now that the delay has been divine discipline, a shaping born out of love, not anger. You prune me so I can bear more fruit when the right season arrives. Even when I feel unqualified, you remind me that qualification comes through quietness. It's in the stillness that your voice becomes clearest, and in surrender that my heart becomes strongest. You don't rush masterpieces, and I don't want you to rush me. I am clay content in the hands of the potter. As Isaiah 64:8 says, we are the clay, you are the potter. We are all the work of your hand. This morning I stand not in confusion, but in confidence. Confidence that you are who you say you are, and that every word you have spoken will stand. Confidence that I am seen, I am safe, and I am in sync with heaven's timeline. The waiting no longer feels like loss. It feels like alignment, because everything you promised me is still alive in your will. Father, you have given me the courage to stop counting days and start cultivating faith. I no longer live in a rush. I live in rhythm with grace. I can breathe again, knowing that every delay was a divine defense. You've been blocking what would break me and guiding me toward what will bless me. I trust you completely, heart, mind, and soul. Lord, I lift my gratitude for every morning you've given me the strength to wait one more day. I thank you for the peace that has replaced panic and the worship that has replaced worry. My waiting has not weakened me. It has awakened me. I see your fingerprints in the quiet, in the ordinary, in the stillness that others overlook. You have not wasted one moment of this journey. Every story you've written has taught me that waiting is the thread that ties faith to fulfillment. Abraham, Joseph, Ruth, David, all learned that divine timing is not delay, but destiny. Their victories were birthed from valleys, and their miracles matured in hidden seasons. You've written me into that same pattern of grace. My waiting too will end in wonder. You promise in Psalm 84:11, no good thing does he withhold from those who walk uprightly. That truth anchors me this morning, like sunlight anchors the day. You're not withholding joy, you're preserving it for the right moment. You're not withholding peace, you're teaching me to live in it before the promise even arrives. You are the God who keeps his word beyond measure. Father, I release every lingering fear into your perfect love. I let go of what I can't fix and lean into what you've already finished. You have written endings that outshine every beginning, and I refuse to doubt what you have declared done. My surrender this morning is my act of worship. My waiting is my testimony. Let my life now sing what my words can't express. That you are faithful, that you are kind, that you are everything I never knew I needed. Even in the silence, you've been speaking. Even in the waiting, you've been working. Even in the delay, you've been delivering me from lesser things. You are my reason for peace. Lord, I feel lighter now. Not because the wait is over, but because my worry is gone. You've replaced it with wonder and replaced my plans with your promise. I don't need to know when. I just need to stay near. You are my home in the waiting, my song in the stillness, and my victory in the quiet. I rest in you completely, unafraid and undone by your grace. So here I am, Lord, hands open, heart lifted, soul quiet before you. Thank you for teaching me that waiting is worship and surrender is strength. I will keep trusting when I can't see, and I will keep praising even when I don't yet possess. My life is yours, my timing is yours, my future is yours forever. I rest in your perfect will, and I say with faith and peace,